Breaking now at noon, the sentencing of a man accused of killing his pregnant girlfriend. The timeline of this tragic story. Plus an update to a story we brought you about an armed standoff on the east side. How police arrested the suspect. This is News 3 Now at noon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Josh Breiter. Breaking news at noon. A man accused of shooting and killing his pregnant girlfriend receives a life sentence. Logan Barclay initially pleaded guilty to first-degree intentional homicide. That's after the death of 22-year-old Kirsten Hansen. It happened last year on April 17th on Peace Trail in Janesville. Two people were walking along the trail and found Hansen's body leaning on a tree. Right now, a man is in police custody after police say he armed himself with a hatchet. Officials say the incident stemmed from a traffic stop Sunday night near the Lakewood Shopping Plaza on Sherman Avenue. A neighbor says he saw the scene unfold firsthand from his window.
The mass, they just moved on him, and he ended up running, and they ran after him, and it was a matter of seconds at most. They tackled him on our side of the street here. And kind of wrestled him to the ground.
The man's name has not been released. He has been booked into the Dane County Jail. Well, more snow is on the way for southern Wisconsin. We have alert days to talk about. First Warn meteorologist Jacob Montesano is out on the weather patio. It's an active one there, Jacob.
Yeah, we have 2 alert days in the forecast for the snowfall, but the first one is for tomorrow. We're expecting at least 3 inches of snow for just about everybody, so this is for all of southern Wisconsin, and it will start kind of during the mid-morning hours and continue through early Wednesday night as the snow will likely remain on the roads possibly through Thursday morning. So looking at the current winter weather bulletins, now Dane County is expected to get at least into the winter weather advisory. But right now there are winter storm watches just to the east and to the southeast. This includes Rock and Jefferson counties, as well as counties near the lake. And to the south, the pink you see, those are winter storm warnings. And then the purple you see in northeastern Illinois, that is winter weather advisories. But again, a lot of the area expected to get into at least the winter weather advisory category. Now, taking a look at the current radar, we are pretty dry right now, and we're not expecting much snow for about the next 12 to 18 hours. We'll actually see sunshine continue for northern counties, still seeing cloudy skies in far southern Wisconsin. Then everyone will see clouds overnight with the snow moving in late in the night, early Wednesday morning. But a little bit later in the morning after sunrise is when the snow will really move into the area. And this is expected to stick around for much of the day. So we may be talking about snowfall starting at around 5 to 6 a.m. Wednesday and lasting all the way through possibly 9 p.m. to midnight on Wednesday as well. So we're going to be talking about snow for much of the day. I'll continue talking more about this and show you information on the next alert day, all coming up a little bit later.
All right, Jacob. We'll see you in Maine weather. Thank you. This afternoon, the search is on for a new superintendent at the Baraboo School District. Dr. Rainey Briggs resigned during last night's school board meeting. In an email to staff, Briggs said, quote, "This decision comes after a careful consideration of my well-being and professional growth," end quote. He did not elaborate further. Briggs has served as Baraboo superintendent since July 2021. Now, the move comes 8 months after an incident at the district's high school graduation. That's when a parent rushed the stage and confronted the superintendent. The parent alleges he did so to prevent Briggs from shaking his daughter's hand. The parent expressed his unhappiness with how the district handled an in-school incident involving his daughter. That parent faced a disorderly conduct charge. Briggs' resignation will take effect at the end of next week. The school district says it will announce an interim superintendent at a later date. Right now, not only are egg prices going up, but stores are beginning to limit the number you can buy. It's primarily because of the bird flu. Trader Joe's has set a limit of 1 dozen eggs per day. A company spokesperson says this will help stores prevent their shelves from going bare. Bird flu resulted in the deaths of more than 40 million egg-laying birds in 2024. Trader Joe's is not alone. Some Kroger locations are rationing egg purchases based on availability. And Costco in the Madison area, they sold out Monday. Children's Theater of Madison is receiving a $40,000 grant for its 60th anniversary. That grant is from the Madison Community Foundation. It will help support the hiring of a full-time fundraising professional. That position will create a sustainability campaign and advancement activities related to CTM's upcoming 60th anniversary milestone.
And so we've been in the community for a very long time. And what we do is we have educational classes that are year-round, and a lot of people see our main stage productions, which we do here at Overture Center, which coming up on February 14th will be Cinderella. So it's going to be an absolutely magical performance.
CTM Cinderella Show will play this weekend and again from the 21st through the 23rd. Tickets can be purchased on the Overture Center's website, and we have a link to that on channel3000.com. Still ahead for us on a Tuesday afternoon, the recall alert on tuna, plus how Bath & Body Works is going to give customers the...
The CEO of OpenAI, Sam Altman, rejected a $97 billion offer to buy the company from an investor group led by billionaire Elon Musk. The unsolicited bid came as Musk has sued the artificial intelligence company that he helped co-found to stop its push to become for profit. OpenAI runs popular AI chatbot ChatGPT. The FDA says Tri-Union Seafoods is recalling canned tuna due to possible botulism contamination. The tuna was sold by several major retailers under various brand names, including H-E-B, Trader Joe's, Genova, sold at some Costco's, Publix, Safeway, and other locations, and as a Van Camp's label at some Walmarts. No illnesses have been reported so far, and consumers are urged to throw away the recalled products. And Bath & Body Works wants to give customers the royal treatment. The fragrance and personal care retailer is launching a Disney princess collection with lotions, sprays, candles, and other items inspired by some of the company's iconic characters like Cinderella, Jasmine, and Moana. The collection hit store shelves and the company's website on February 16th. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Chanel Call.
Here's the stock report at the noon hour. The Dow is down 4 points, NASDAQ down 89, and the S&P 500 sitting flat at 0 this hour. Well, this month kicks off a big initiative by our friends at Madison Magazine. This will be the 44th annual Best of Madison with some brand new categories being recognized this year. Right now on channel3000.com, you'll see a list of 150 categories that you can nominate under. These are anything from food and drink, authors, writers, businesses, fitness, arts, entertainment, and media. For decades, Best of Madison has helped determine what readers think are the best businesses, people, places, and experiences in the area. Last year, more than 292,000 final votes for more than 29,000 of you decided the winners on the voting platform. So here are the dates you need to know. Nominations run through February 28th. You can vote once daily in each category. Then final voting will happen June 1st through June 30th, where you can cast one final vote in each category. Later this year, the winners will be revealed in the October 2025 issue of Madison Magazine. Pam has your farm numbers next, and Jacob returns with the first warn forecast. Then later on Live at 4, the League of Women Voters with who's on your ballot and the important deadlines ahead of next week's primary. Check in now with Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report. Are you ready for some snow, Farm Babe?
Yeah, I know where the gas is for the snowblower. I guess we'll see what comes of it. I know that I'll probably be right in the thick of things tomorrow morning coming into the office, but I need the snow. I just got an email from somebody with the snowmobile clubs, and they said they're excited that the possibility that trails in some areas that haven't seen action will open soon. Good news. I've got good news for some young people that are receiving some financial support from the Wisconsin Pork Association. They had their annual meeting last week in Wisconsin Dells in conjunction with the Wisconsin Corn Soy Expo. Let's take a look at some of the young people that are pursuing their education in agriculture. Jenna Brogley's in front of you there. She is from Platteville, currently attending UW Platteville, where she's majoring in agribusiness with a minor in marketing and communication. She's pretty passionate about agriculture, about pork production as well. Mallory Cypress from Arpin is another one of the scholarship winners. She's planning to attend Iowa State University and study animal science. She's been involved in the pork industry through showing her show pigs in 4-H, and she also has found out she really loves talking about the pork industry. Mallory Cypress from Arpin. And then there's Wyatt Stoll from Waupun, very involved in high school and community activities, soccer, wrestling, and also involved with his FFA chapter in 4-H. He's another one that's gotten his practical hands-on experience with hogs by exhibiting at the Dodge and Fond du Lac County Fairs. He said he wants to either attend UW River Falls or Iowa State University next fall with animal science and hopes to have a career in the swine industry. Those are the 3 young people that received some of the financial support through the Wisconsin Pork Association last week at their annual meeting. Talking a little bit more about some of the other agribusiness news we're talking about today. Agriculture just waiting to see what the tariffs are going to mean potentially to our infrastructure. A lot of barns and buildings that farmers might have been anticipating for 2025 might have gotten a little escalator added on if the tariffs go in place. So we're keeping an eye on that. So far, dairy has remained fairly resilient through all of these conversations. The barrel cheese today up another 1/4 cent at 181 3/4. 40-pound block cheese that gained another half today at 190 3/4, and a big day for butter, up a nickel to $2.43 a pound. So again, like I said, congratulations to those 3 students that have already declared their passion for pork and their dedication to agriculture. Nice to get a few dollars in their hands.
Yeah, I'm excited to see their futures too. You know, obviously the options are kind of endless at that age, but it's cool to see a lot of young people wanting to get involved.
Yep, they love it. That's for sure.
All right. Well, Pam, you stay safe this afternoon, and we'll be talking snow tomorrow.
Yep, we will. Thanks, Josh.
Yep, you bet. Let's get to that alert day forecast now with meteorologist Jacob Montesano. What are we looking at, Jacob?
Yeah, the snow is going to begin right around sunrise tomorrow, but it is expected to last for pretty much the entire day, and we have an alert day for that. But a second alert day is in the forecast for more snow Friday into Saturday, and then after this second snowfall, temperatures are really going to get cold. Now, they're going to remain cold for the most part, but especially early next week, we actually may have alert days in the forecast for that if the forecast doesn't change. Now, as we take a look at the current or at the alert days for tomorrow, again, we're expecting at least 3 inches for pretty much everybody. This is for all of southern Wisconsin, starting Wednesday morning and continuing into the overnight hours Wednesday. By Thursday morning, we still may see some impacts, but most of the roads will likely be clear by then. Looking at the current winter weather bulletins, the blue here is a winter storm watch, winter weather advisory to the southeast of us and to the southwest of us. There is a winter storm warning, but again, at some point this afternoon, much of our area will likely see at least a winter weather advisory, if not a winter storm warning for the snowfall tomorrow. Now, taking a look at future track, we're going to continue to see mostly cloudy skies for southern Wisconsin, with the snow kind of beginning during the overnight hours before sunrise Wednesday morning. But once we get to those middle morning hours, the snow will become consistent, and it is expected to last for much of the day. There may be a few breaks at times where the snow will be very light. But for the most part, don't be surprised if you see falling snow throughout the entire afternoon and into the evening. And speaking of the evening, that Wednesday evening commute will likely be very hazardous because that will kind of be the peak of the snowfall intensity, on top of the fact that we already will have likely seen a few inches of snow on the ground. Now, once we get past the commute hours, we likely will start to see the snow break up a little bit and continue to break up during the later evening hours. A lot of it will be gone by midnight with maybe some lingering snow, but for the most part, certainly by Thursday morning, the snow will clear out of the area. Now, here's a look at the accumulation forecast: around 3 to 6, maybe up to 7 inches for Madison and surrounding areas. Further south and east, though, at least 6 inches is in the forecast. And the further north and west you go, the less snowfall you will see. But again, everyone is expected to see accumulation with this system. But then we have more snow later in the week. This one is for Friday, kind of starting Friday afternoon and continuing into Saturday. We don't have specific numbers up yet, but we are expecting accumulating snowfall. It's just how much is still very uncertain. Looks like we could see about the same as what we're going to see tomorrow. Now, looking at the forecast, it'll be a little bit different. It's not going to be heaviest to the south. It looks like everyone for our area will see about the same amount of accumulation, as the snow will move in Friday afternoon and really impact our area Friday evening, continuing into Saturday morning as well. And the snow does look to clear out throughout the day on Saturday, but we likely will still see some snow-covered roads. Now, before I show you the full 7 to 10 day forecast, I also want to mention, after that second snowfall, temperatures are going to plummet. Wind chills Sunday morning. Right now, our forecast to be in the negative teens, but Monday morning is going to be even colder. We could be talking about wind chills in the -20s for that time frame. So we may have a third alert day in the forecast. Again, a lot can change between now and then, which is why we don't have an alert day yet for this. But just know it is going to get very, very cold early next week. So it is going to be just a lot of winter over the next 7 to 10 days with the snowfall, the cold, and there's not really any sign that we're going to warm up anytime soon. I mean, throughout much of next week, we're going to have highs in the teens and lows in the single digits to below 0. And so the snow is likely not going to go anywhere because it's way too cold for it to melt. I will say this is good weather for those ice fishers out there because the ice fishing season will last at least for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, we know a lot of businesses are going to be thankful for the snow as well. So
yeah, and right now, again, we don't have the numbers yet, but it does look like Friday into Saturday system may produce just about the same amount as tomorrow's system, but where the snow falls will be pretty uniform across our area. But we'll have more details on that system as it gets closer.
All right, Jacob, thank you. Well, Howard is preparing a hot and hearty soup in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
Usually, by the time we feel like having soup for dinner, it's too late, since most soups take hours to cook. But you don't have to worry about that with the Scandinavian-inspired soup that we're making today. It's done in less than 30 minutes, from the moment you walk into the kitchen until you're ladling it up. Let me show you how it's done. We start by sauteing a good amount of chopped cabbage in some butter, along with some chopped onion, celery, and thinly sliced carrots. Once everything is tender, which only takes about 10 minutes, we add a can of cream-style corn, frozen peas, some milk, chicken broth, and lots of off-the-shelf spices. And we let it simmer for about 15 minutes. And then right before serving, we stir in some shredded cheddar cheese, and that's it. Now, if you want to lighten this up, you can use olive oil instead of butter or a reduced fat cheddar. There you have it, a hot and hearty soup that's ready to serve in no time at all. And the taste is truly amazing. So what are you waiting for? To get the recipe for what we call Scandinavian cabbage soup, head over to our website. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a warm-me-up way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
And with Valentine's Day upon us, Angie Horkin, the other Angie, is here from the Wisconsin Beef Council with some special date night recipes. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Angie Horkin with the Wisconsin Beef Council is joining us, and you're helping us out with some Valentine's Day inspiration.
Well, we might as well, right? It's Friday.
And we can stay in,
we could stay
hunker in, especially with that forecast.
Jacob makes it sound like maybe you might want to be prepared to make a nice meal at home for the family or for the sweetie. So I've got 2 different recipes, one with tenderloin and one with top rounds. So kind of an economical date night recipe.
Well, they look delicious.
Tenderloin kind of screams date night to me,
Big
especially
time.
Valentine's Day.
Yep.
So this is called cast iron steak poivre.
Poivre.
French, but we're gonna, cast iron tenderloin. So coat your tenderloin steaks. Now, here, I bought a select tenderloin roast and I sliced it off, so I paid less per pound. So, but I do have kind of smaller fillets, and this one here is actually 2 smalls tied together to make it big.
Okay, yeah.
So kind of butterflied. You'll see that in the supermarket too. So a nice little tip, maybe if you don't want to spend a lot on a stay-home night, date night dinner, look for a select tenderloin. Costs a little less per pound, and it still melts in your mouth like butter because it's a tenderloin. So salt and pepper. Do your steaks in your cast iron pan to your liking, then in that pan, and then you also add some butter, thyme, and garlic while they're cooking. Then use all that beautiful drippings and make your brandy cream sauce. So we got brandy in here, we got heavy whipping cream, we got some shallot.
I feel like I could just eat that with a spoon too.
Definitely, I would not judge. So shallot, a little more pepper, a little Worcestershire to give it a little tang there, some great beef flavor, umami, and then kind of just thicken it. It doesn't take very long at all, but delicious. Now, this is steakhouse quality here.
That looks really
at
good.
At home, and it doesn't take super long.
All right, what do we got over here?
Okay, top round steak, so economical.
There we go.
Very lean, not very tender. So we need to make it tender. So I try and buy a thinner cut, about a pound, lay it out, and on top of some plastic wrap.
Okay.
And then pound it a little bit. You got a meat mallet, pound it, or a rolling pin. Maybe not a hammer, but something. Give it a little tenderization of your own, and then roll it up. And it's stuffed with Parmesan cheese, lemon peel, some parsley, a little salt and pepper, and then tie it, and then do it in the same kind of pan, heavy bottomed or cast iron pan, just to get it done. And then there's a recipe too to use the drippings from that pan and make a white wine Dijon sauce.
And where can folks get these recipes?
Beeftips.com, everything's on there. Right on the homepage, click on As Seen on TV. I think it says date night with beef. So enjoy Valentine's Day or any night of the week.
The day of love,
right,
and we
the day
love
of
food.
love. And
Angie
we do love
Horkin,
food.
thank you. As always, we
you.
appreciate it. Jacob with a final check.
Yeah, for tomorrow, the light snow will begin kind of around 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. It will increase during the late morning and early afternoon. Middle of the afternoon through the evening will be the heaviest snowfall rates with the greatest impact, and then it will taper off overnight Wednesday. So definitely just be aware. We could likely see very hazardous travel at times.
All right. Thanks for joining us, everyone.